So
Okay. Hello, good morning, girls.
I start with the presentation?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, classmate and teacher Paula. Today, with my group formed by Magdalena Guzman, Liliana Ibañez, and me, Valentina Salinas, we will present the Standard 7. So, we will make a small activity, and we hope you all take much attention and participate. Thank you. Estándar 7. Conoce cómo se genera y transforma la cultura escolar. That's the name. The teacher is conscious the factors could be arranged to generate a great environment in order to development and harmonious living together, to promote their learning and achieve the students' training.
So now we are going to do a little activity. This is a word search, and we have 5 words: culture, identity, beliefs, environment, and values. All these words are related with the standard. So who can find the word culture?
Me. In the first column. And it's cross culture in the second file, in the third column.
Yes, it
Yes,
is
it is
in
a
diagonal.
cross.
Yes,
Excellent.
culture. Very
Very
good.
good.
We can find identity. This is a little harder.
Yes.
Volunteers.
Identity is difficult. This is tricky.
Yes, it is in the other side.
Okay.
Look in the first.
I found in the first line. It's identity.
Backwards.
Is
Backwards.
yeah.
Okay, that was tricky. Yes, but you're good readers. We need to find that out. We discover we are not good readers anymore.
We continue with beliefs.
Beliefs.
In the last line, to left to right.
No. From top to bottom. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
In the last, but is from the top to down. Yes. And environment.
In the final line.
Yes, that was easy. Environment. And the last one is values.
In the first line, from down to up.
Yes, values. There.
From bottom up. Okay, good job.
So to finish, the standard 7 is very important as teacher to the relevance of the sociocultural development of the students in integral training and great environment. Thank you for your participation.
Thank you, girls. Yes, it's an important standard since it stresses the culture in school and all the activities that you will be able to support within schools once you're working there. And that is a good, so also the identity of each school will be reinforced by those. by means of that standard. Okay, excellent. The next one is Camila, was it you?
Yes, teacher, with Valentina.
Okay.
Can you make me host, please?
Co-host, yes,
For sure.
exactly. Camila, there is one. Yeah, Camila.
Wow, so beautiful.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. With Valentina Bravo, we are going to talk about Standard 8. The Standard 8 say the teacher is prepared to address diversity and promote integration in the classroom. The keywords are diversity and integration. Remember that. Now, according to Standard 8, answer if it is true or false. The first one, the future teacher understands that diversity is a source of wealth for the development and learning of educational communities. What do you think, according to Standard 8 that talk about diversity and promote integration in the classroom? True or false?
True?
True.
Yes, very good, girls. The second one, the future teacher shouldn't understand that education is a right of all students.
False.
False. The teacher should understand that education is a right of all students. Very good. Finally, the future teacher is prepared to design, implement, and evaluate pedagogical strategies that contribute to make equal opportunities effective and avoid discrimination. True or false?
True.
True.
Very good. Now, I forget that. Now we are going to see when the teacher manifests this standard. The first one says, show willingness to respect each of the students, their families, and their communities, and acts considering the influence that their actions, decisions, and judgments may have on the affective and social development of the students who will be in their care. The second one says respect and values the diversity of the students in relation to gender, ethnicity, religion, beliefs, nationality, disabilities, socioeconomic status, and talents, avoiding discrimination, preventing it, and promoting inclusion. And the third one say the teacher is prepared to adapt his or her teaching to the characteristics of the students with difficulties and with special talents.
Now the regulation regarding integration of disability in the education system. Now the concept of the characteristic of a student with special educational needs that allow them to derive and carry out coordinated work with specialists. Now strategies to favor the inclusion and integration of students, selecting appropriate pedagogical resources to stimulate the development of their strengths and respect autonomies. According to Standard 8, what should a teacher choose to his student at all times related to diversity? A.
I
B.
think
C. Respect.
Sí.
C. Respect.
Very good. And what should the teacher know to promote the inclusion and integration of students? A. Values. B. Strategies. C. History.
B. Strategies.
Yes, very good. Okay, we are finished. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, girls. Also, I like the template. It's very American. Remember, they are now near to celebrate Thanksgiving. And it's a great celebration during the fall time, during autumn. And that reminded me of your template. Okay, girls, thank you very much. It was great, the presentation. Thank you for volunteering. We will have 2 more volunteers next Monday. Okay, so as usual, we will try to, okay, I do not know whether you can see, but what is happening? Okay, so can you see now? Okay, so in this housekeeping, yes, in this housekeeping slide, I wanted to share with you quickly the tasks that we have been doing, that you have been doing. Sorry. And here you can see that we have 4 tasks up to the building, vocabulary building, plus 2 extension tasks, extra ones, dedicated one to listening comprehension in week 9. I was just reminding you, it is on Educandos. And another one on week 10, which is a diagnostic test, Oxford Test of English. Some of you have done it. I will give you feedback by the end of this week. Remember, Thursday, Friday are my days for corrections. And this is not the OPT. This is another test by Oxford. And it serves just for you to know the level, the vocabulary they use, and the kind of structures you can find at the level B2, B2+. So that is those are the results this test is going to offer. Nevertheless, yes, questions? Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are in the week 10 or not?
Now we are in week, no, now we are in week 12. Yes, this is our week 12.
Ah, so
yes.
that's a
maybe this is week 11, I think. 11.
Yes.
That was my fault, yeah. Week 11, exactly. So last week I uploaded this. Every one of you having the link to
yes.
But there were some people asking me for access, but everyone having the link of Google Drive can find the listening.
That was the week 11?
Yes, this is week 11, exactly. That was the last week. So here, the diagnostic, you will find here, the access to the listening, which is the Google Drive folder. Yes, and this will give you an idea, as I said, of the vocabulary and the structures. But this is not the OPT. The Oxford Online Placement Test is only an online test. There's no paper backup. It's everything online. And I was explaining before everyone arrived, or most of you arrived, that we will be doing an access to this trial test next Monday. This is done by using your personal emails. And of course, you are the ones that receive the results. So you will have a trial at that. I have to help you. We can do one together, and then you can try alone. It's a little bit complex, the access, because they don't want us to access the free trial test. They want us to pay, of course. So, but it is possible, and you can do that in order to have an insight into the test. Okay, so just as a reminder, I just got up with all the tasks, the extra tasks, which are extra practice. So this week I am going to upload another listening comprehension task. It will be on Educandos. Just for you to keep on practicing. The idea is that you practice with the intention, with a purpose. The tasks in listening, listening comprehension tasks have the objective of helping you listen with a purpose, and focus on a topic and try to find meaning in what you listen. Okay, then listening, as we said before, listening can be practiced every day. You can just listen to podcasts, songs, conversations, just for recreation. You can also listen to a lot of English discourse. But when you do a task, you sit down to pay attention to a topic. And so you activate other strategies that are also necessary, fruitful, and that can help you when you're learning a language in an academic way. Okay, so this, according to what we organized last week, this is the organization of the standards. Thank you for volunteering. Some of you I invited personally, but okay, most of you volunteered. If there is any change, please let me know. And the girls were great in their presentations. They need to be short, just for us to keep us thinking of the standards and how important they are. Mostly because standards 7, 8, 9, and 10, you will really see in place whenever you go to schools. And you have been having an insight now that you have been working even remotely with schools, with school teachers and classrooms online. But of course, whenever you are in the setting, you're going to observe them alive, you know, being carried out. Okay, so, okay, as we said, always remember the upcoming evaluations. So I wanted to ask you whether feedback has reached to you. Have you all received my feedback for your oral exposition? Girls?
Yes, yes,
okay. So if there's anyone, so I wrote to Valentina again because she had sent me another correction. So I wrote via email, just not to confuse you with the other, with words uploaded to Educandos. But I think I have read all of them and I have given you feedback. In any case, you know, you can contact me and you can upload because of the oral presentation. Any moment. Then always the portfolio, the reminder of the portfolio is for you to bear in mind that, well, that is on your hands. And another thing I wanted to add here is that this one, you know that this section, I wanted to say, this other section of your oral grade, SGC, so the SGC system is asking me, because I have moved this date a lot. And so, well, it didn't allow me to anymore move it anymore. But nevertheless, this system, and you know it, is asking me for a grade. Therefore, I wanted to announce that because of your oral expositions, you're all going to have the maximum grade, a 7. Just for the system to know there's nothing faulty with it, yes? And so later, whenever you finish your other oral exposition, then it will be recalculated, yes? So I just wanted to announce this because otherwise the system does not recognize there is a delay, let us say. Any other news about this? No. So oral exposition, as far as you're ready with the basics, do you need any other questions? Do you need to talk a little bit about what you have been reading? So I am expecting that you were invited to have something to say today. Do you need any other questions about it? We have agreed on this.
We have this week to upload the video?
Yes, the whole week, weekend. Yes, take your time. Yes, you have time along this week. If you need any other support or any other feedback, send me via email. That can also be an arrangement, so I can see it quickly. But on the basics, you have the words, you have the theories, and then it is up to you to find images to support that, examples, pictures. That is your work of creation. At that point, you're free. And you have time to practice, of course. Practice makes progress. I like that phrase better. And then you have been reading a lot about this on child development. And so what can you say? Many of you apparently liked one of the, or felt more, I don't know, more identified with one of the theories, but there are two theories that have been very, very much chosen. Which do you think are they? Which are the theories you have chosen? Which one? Girls? Do you remember?
Chomsky theory?
Yes, the interactive, yes, the interactionist. Yes, the interactionist. Some of you chose the interactionist, which is very pervasive nowadays, just because we have read a lot about Vygotsky and how children learn in contact with, in interaction with others. Yes, exactly, and that is very much pervasive today in communicative language teaching, but also in the approach, in the bigger approach of constructivism. So the interactionist view is very much followed, but nowadays, and you can find lots of examples from everyday life and in classrooms and with little children. Now that you have children at home, you might have had examples of this. But the previous one that was very much chosen by you was the learning theory. And I think it is because, I don't know why you chose this one, but you chose, many of you did, probably thinking that there was a component of learning. But what did you find there? There are positive and negative things in both, but something that caught your attention? One sentence? Any one of you who can speak? Theory. I wanted to write theory. I think the learning theory is also very, we think it can help us also in the teaching, and learning. But it helps us also think how how children develop language in a way that is not necessarily altogether taught, but is acquired more. And that in any case, and in the learning theory, we also see they need the interaction with others. They need feedback from others. And so I think they both relate a lot, of course, in different ways. But for sure, you can find lots of examples with which you can support this theory chosen. So anything that has called your attention? You can see also an evolution in the theories, how they have gone from one point of view of learning towards another. And that is also something you can see in the development of theories for teaching and learning. So they go hand in hand. Learning language is basics. Yes, it's basic for everything that we do at schools. Okay, if you do not feel like you want to share anything now, it's okay. We will go to another short revision of what we saw last class. And that was word formation with the use of suffixes and prefixes. And that will, in another PowerPoint for the exam, we're going to do more exercises on this. And this is very useful. You have lots of plenty of websites to check. Just because with very few words, you can make many more others just by adding, changing prefixes and suffixes. And this can be very useful when reading in a hurry, whenever you need to know the meaning of a word from its context and its structure. And you cannot have any other way of knowing this word. You cannot have, you don't have time to look up in the dictionary, to ask someone. So that is why you need to be able to reason and to immediately find out how the word has been put together. And therefore, you have also some access to games. Okay, let us see. This is a little bit slow when we do it online, but anyway, I will open the link while you ask me any questions. Do you have any questions about word formation? There are many examples on websites you can, you can visit online. Yes?
No.
Any questions? No. No, it's easy. You know them. Probably you have not studied them, but you know them from Spanish, and it's not something that is absolutely new. You have some extra practice slides I'm going to show you here, with lots of information about word structure, analysis. Just reading, doing some of the exercises can help you find out how to change and form the words you need whenever you need them in a context. Okay, so now let me share with you. Okay, so here you have a game with prefixes and suffixes, Monkey Isle. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. So now you are able to participate. We have a score here and see who's going to win. Okay, next. Okay, ex-president means? I think I need to find. Okay. I need to share. There is audio. Okay. So, again. So choose the correct option. An ex-president. Oh, we missed that one. Okay. I don't know why. Okay. Next.
Choose the correct answer.
Half price means? Which is 70%, has no price. Full price, 50%.
D.
Which one? Oh, we have to be clear. Okay, we are okay. So anyway, we are getting it warming up.
Choose the correct answer.
Impossible. What does impossible mean? What does it? Not impossible.
B.
B.
Not possible.
Yes. Submit. Yes. Okay. Finally, we have. Okay, we have 10 points. Okay, that's great. Have to be quick.
Choose the correct answer.
Non-smoking area means?
C.
Cannot, may not, have not. Okay, so, okay.
No. No.
Okay. So, okay. Sorry. We keep on.
Choose the correct answer.
So, redo something means did something before, do something again, cannot do something, could do before, but now.
A.
Hmm?
A.
A, B, C.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so remember Spanish. What does re do?
Choose the
Pre.
correct answer.
After, before, go, or not. That's cool.
Before.
Before. Yes, pre. You know the same in Spanish. Okay. We have a banana. All right.
I want a banana.
A banana. Excellent.
Choose the correct answer.
A submarine. Sub means a small, something that flies under.
Sea.
Underwater. Yes. Excellent. The same in Spanish. Okay, what do we have now? Another banana. Okay, great.
Choose 2 correct answers.
2. Okay, I am with the plan. Let's change it. I am not comfortable, uncomfortable, under, or uncomfortable. 2 are correct. Quickly.
A. I think that is D.
D. Yes. Uncomfortable. Yeah. It means not. So uncomfortable. Yeah.
Choose 2 correct answers.
2. Okay. Joe is because he did not come to his birthday party. So unhappy, unhappy, non-happy, or not happy. A, unhappy, and
Non-happy. I don't know.
not happy. Not happy. Probably you're thinking whether you saw this. Okay, coconut. Okay, another one.
Choose 2 correct answers.
Can you the story one more time? Tell it again. Tell, retell, or pre-tell? Pre is before, so no. Another one. Come on. Tell again.
See?
See and one more time. Again. Tell the story again. Okay, so no. Oh, no. We are not right. Okay, remember, re is again, redo, retell, rewrite.
Choose 2 correct answers.
It is to leave a child at home. It is non-safe, unsafe, unattended, unattended. So this one is child, unattended. I help you. And the other one is okay. One is okay. One is okay. Unattended means without care, taking care. Okay.
Choose the correct answer.
My father is a quickly. Easy.
A.
Hey, it's a doctor. Okay, wonderful. That's another suffix. Remember, or air means the person who does something. Okay.
Choose the correct answer.
She's wearing a beauty.
B.
B. Beautiful. Yes, wonderful. Okay, we are having some points now. Remember, those suffixes also change the meaning.
Choose the correct answer.
In bio, we learn about plants. Bio, the science of life. Biology. Biology. That is the science of life. Yes, biology, the science of life. Bio. Okay.
Choose the correct answer.
The girl dance happiness, happily, happier. This is an adverb, and we are going to see adverbs later. How do we form an adverb? Happily. We are going to see that later. Okay. Next.
Choose 2 correct answers.
This watch is use. It does not tell the time correct. So it's useful, useless, correctness, correctly. This watch is used. No. Well, useless. Useless means it's no use. Yes. Useful means it has use. Useless, it doesn't have any use. Okay.
Choose 2 correct answers.
With great sad, this is a noun. The farmer, helpless, watched, this is an adverb. Helplessly, helplessness, no. So with great sadness, that is a noun. Okay, this is a little bit difficult.
Choose 2 correct answers.
The new instructor or instructor? Which? Person who does something. Which one? A or B? Quickly.
Instructor.
Instructor, quickly. Okay, yes, quickly. Remember, next to the verb, you have a adverb.
Choose 2 correct answers.
Which of these are subjects of study? Cooker, biology, traveler, or zoology? What do we study? Do we study a cooker, biology? Biology and zoology, yes. Yes, those are subjects of study. Excellent. Okay, later you can play and see if you can get all the points.
Choose 2 correct answers.
An adverb modifies the meaning of a verb. So which 2 words are adverbs? Sadly, sad and happy are adjectives. Yes, so the other 2 are adverbs. Sadly, happily. Yes, those are adverbs. We're going to see that. Okay, banana.
Choose 2 correct answers.
A noun is the name of a thing, person, or place. Which are nouns? Come on, the names of things. Or could be abstract. Sustantivos abstractos. Which? Come on. Sadness, happiness. These 2 are abstract subjects. Nouns. Oh, we found the rock. Okay. Okay. Okay, but you can play at home again. Try to remember what we will do now and play again. So anyway, we got a start, girls. It's the beginning. It's the beginning. But you know, there is a lot to think. There is a lot to think in words, and they can help us a lot just by adding some pieces. And this other one is also they have quizzes. This is a complete page with lots of explanations about suffixes and prefixes, and you can find quizzes there which are not to play, but you can try there and check your knowledge. We will see that in a minute some other the formation of some adverbs, and but now I want to present the last topic, and this will be your last task, which is the lesson plan. And if we go back to the evaluation, we will see that one of the tasks was the integrated activity. Yes, and that is going to be done in pairs, the pairs you have been working with, right? And that will also be part of your final portfolio grade. So this last one. And so this is the topic we are going to revise today for you to prepare for next Monday. Yes, and in here we will be doing pedagogical standard 4, because you, and we have talked about this one last semester a lot. You know how to design and implement strategies to teach for teaching and learning that are adequate to objectives of learning. And you have had this practice with objectives. Remember, you have all of these materials in last semester, but PowerPoints I have not added here, but I will add the the objectives slides so that you remember them, and you will be writing these objectives as you did last semester. So what do you think we are talking about when we talk about integrating the 4 skills? So how do you define this integration of skills? So we will do it here. There's no task because you will be doing your lesson plan. So we will do orally only. So what do you think integrating the 4 skills means? When you're preparing an activity. So integrating, well, I'm writing.
Maybe speaking, listening, writing, and reading.
Yes, the 4 skills means, yes, means paying attention, or including, we can say, including, yes, the 4 skills that Veronica has just told us, skills, okay, listening, listening, reading, writing, speaking, okay, into one activity. Because there have been different tendencies, we can say different, try to separate the skills in different, along the years of ELT, of English language teaching. And we have had, for example, conversation courses or reading comprehension courses. And it has been, all of this teaching of English as a foreign or second language has been adapted to different needs. But whenever we are thinking of school settings, little children in primary, middle school, also secondary school, we think of integrating the skills, just because they give us a better view of how language is used in everyday life. And so you might think already of some of the activities we saw in many videos already last semester that integrate the 4 skills. For example, when students were doing, for example, task-based activities within communicative language teaching, task-based activities are generally planned activities in this way, in which children have access to information by means of listening, reading, and then they have to write something, prepare something in writing, answer questions, or organize something, and then they speak to solve some kind of situation. And you might have many examples of this. You yourselves, in trying to finish your tasks, have been doing all of this, have been integrating the skills by listening, reading, writing, and then speaking about different topics. And so in general, yes, project-based, yes, if you find the project-based in case studies, you can find lots of project-based. And I think we saw one last year, a teacher that taught a kind of project-based class on the basis of some engineering. So the students chose which element were they going to develop according to different choices that they had. And that was a project-based activity in which they had to read, write, of course, decide among others, and speak, and also they listen to different sources. So communicative language teaching and all these methodologies, problem-based also. That is very much in vogue, problem-based. The University of Talca has been delivering different workshops, problem-based, the problem-based as a methodology, yes. And the University of Talca, for example, has been delivering different workshops. For example, explaining problem-based, that is very much used in the health sciences. Also in teaching, we haven't been using it per se, but it's suitable to other areas, and in which you have to work around the problem, find a solution, etc. So all of these are different methodologies and activities that you do around them, integrate the 4 skills. But as I said, it has been done lately that skills have been separated because of some reason. We do not know why exactly, but you can find that, for example, schools that try to be bilingual have been having only classes in reading, only classes for writing. That may have different objectives, but all in all, we know that our students develop the language better, improve more by integrating the skills. And what do you think is a benefit to integrate the skills? Why do I say the students benefit more? That's one idea. What can be a benefit? Students benefit because the benefit. It is a benefit because students
more realistic.
Yes, practice with realistic situations. Yes, practice with realistic, on the basis of realistic situations. Yes, on the basis of, yes, and also practice a language that is more realistic as well. Situations. Yes, develop a language that is more, that is authentic. I remember, of course, that's something difficult for us since we develop a language far away from the place where it is spoken naturally every day, on everyday basis. Therefore, our language tends to sound bookish. Yes, of course, we learn the language of books, of academia, and therefore we might miss that authenticity. It is normal because, as I said, we learn the language, we're learning the language, or we have learned the language far away from the places where it is used for everyday communication. But anyway, by trying to integrate in the skills, teachers in classrooms try to make that language more authentic, not so bookish, not that we're repeating only the language of books. Okay, so here I have selected some activities on videos of different kinds of activities in which you can see skills being developed in different way, integrated in different way, or probably not. I want to know your opinion. Those are all done by teachers that have been having channels like Miss Courtney Chan. She works with very little children, developing skills with them. And this is also done with very young children, very young age. It can be done primary school here, 6th, 7th grade. And here, Dr. Calderon is a professor emerita at the University of Johns Hopkins, and she develops a whole program to help teachers develop certain skills with English learners in the United States, which is very much easy to adapt to our situation here. Remember, you're always thinking that an activity you will develop needs to be adapted to real reality here. And also here, but this is this Eric Digest was written by Oxford. Rebecca Oxford is a great writer. She has developed a lot of, she has written a lot on the development of reading skill and learning strategies. And therefore, and also about integration of skills. And I think she is the one cited in every other work. So she's the source, she's the seminal work, we call it in English, el trabajo seminal, el primer trabajo hecho. And everyone else cites her. So I think this is the most important document. Was done as an Eric Digest, as a document that establishes the state of the art at a certain point in the research and the academic writings in reference to a topic. And since then, nothing else has been written or developed further. So I think this is a good source for you to find out about the importance of integrated skills. And if we segregate skills, what is the results that we might have, or what has been observed in research and in real situations. So we know that one benefit of integrated skills is this is a way people use language skills in normal communication, but if we segregate skills, we might be generating other kinds of situations that are not authentic, as we said, they are not normal, they do not advocate for normal everyday communication, and therefore you might have something to say there. So by reading and after reading and watching, this will be important for you to complete here, since there is no task for this. You will need to work with this PDF and have the answer, so we check next Monday. Is that clear? Oh, there's something that does not work here. It's with the chart. So do you understand me? Is it clear? Oh, something does not work, but anyway.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so remember that the task for this section, this last objective, is done in the lesson plan. I am going to upload it together with the rubrics, which has been changed a little bit. And therefore you need to pay attention here to what is required of you. So you will design an integrated activity, around 10-15 minutes activity, in which elementary school students must read, write, speak, and listen. And you will follow the lesson plan. We're going to revise it. There is a rubric which I have readapted, so everything is brand new. And you need to pay attention that speaking should include real situations, as for example, response to some situation, or speaking and listening if it involves a role play, for example, or a debate on something, if there is any question or is anything going on with speaking. Because sometimes also we have seen with little children that speaking means choral repetition, and that's very valuable when you are working with very young learners, beginner learners. So that you think a little bit beyond that. And listening, since we are all most of the time listening, let us say whenever we are in class situations, we think our students are listening. But sometimes, as I said, listening has this like double attitude from the listener, in which sometimes they need to pay attention. So so the listening, whenever the listening means the response to do something in response to that listening, that means the listener, the student, is really paying attention. That's why I focus on you doing some kind of task with listening, just because you will be responding to something and focusing on a topic. So just not listening to everything, to the series, to the song, something that develops your ability and your skill, but listening is also meaningful whenever you are understanding a topic. You can relate to previous ideas, and therefore, for example, some exams, international exams like the TOEFL, has begun to join skills together. So you listen and you answer questions as the normal way, the old-fashioned way. But there is another tricky exercise in which you have to listen and read and write a summary. So in that sense, listening becomes more meaningful. Yeah, so you're just not listening to say true, false. What does the speaker mean? He's angry. He's just in the vacuum, just something without a real context. But sometimes, and mostly in academia and for school environments in general, you need listening to do something real, to do a real task. And therefore, listening, so it's good that we start educating and giving this idea to our students that this listening is important for them, that they can solve a problem, they can do something, produce something new by listening. And so in that sense, activities involving listening should be thought of. Yes, they really respond to the solution of a problem, the solution of some situation. They really need to listen. Is that clear? Girls?
This activity is for when?
This will be for next Monday. Remember, we will meet again just to put together. If you have any doubts, you can ask for doubts. This is the last task of your portfolio. So after you finish your video, you should be starting with this. Just sharing ideas, which kind of activities can they be after you watch the videos. You can have more ideas as well. And also think, as we did last semester, to check the programas de inglés. The fifth, quinto año básico is the most developed one with lots of details. And I will add here the review of how to write language objectives. Remember that an activity language objective includes a verb, an action verb, the content that you want to teach, and some kind of lexicon or grammatical item. So
and you will upload the format, the lesson plan format?
Yes, exactly. We are going to check the lesson plan format is the same, I think, yes, but no, we have not changed it yet. There is a plan to change it according to new revisions that have been made to the law, but we still have the same, and I will upload it. Also the rubric, which I have changed a lot because I needed to be.
Teacher,
so this
I
is
have
the
a
lesson
question.
plan. Yes, questions?
About some for the task 4 the task of the vocabulary. I didn't find the part of the vocabulary where I have to upload.
Probably not. Maybe I didn't create, Carolina. No, it's just for you to finish and just put it into your portfolio. I didn't create anything extra. Yes. And so this is the lesson, plan clase a clase, the same way you have been working with before. So here you have it. This is the lesson plan. Until we change it, this is the one. And the rubrics hasn't changed because we added, according to our new agreements, we added here. So the 5 stages into which the 4 stages, because just remember, 1 is 0. That means it is not existing. There's no lesson plan. So that would be 1 stage. Then you have the starting development is whenever you're still not passing, you're not writing something clear, yes, then you have the intermediate development in which you are developing that strategy, and the advanced development. So I write the numbers here, it is easier for me to see. Okay. Okay, so this has been rewritten, and therefore 0 in this new vision means nothing. There's no lesson plan, so that accounts for 0. Okay, but in the rest, you will be around here because you already know how to solve this problem. Okay, so that is the new. It's a little bit long, but just because I needed to separate the stages, sorry. I needed to separate all the items, so it seems long, but it is not really so long. Only just I needed to separate the different items, sections of the class. Okay. Okay, so this is it. So these 2 documents will be uploaded, and that will be the last task of your portfolio. Is that okay? Is that clear with the? Okay. Is that clear with the topic? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, so we will revise this. So next class we will really be revising this, and then focusing on the test, the trial, because that would be your opportunity to do it, yeah, while we still have the last class. Okay. Okay, so now changing the focus, we will go back to a little bit more revision about the test. We didn't have time to revise all of these exercises last week, but one of them was this close exercise, which, as you know, means a gap text. And this is how Oxford calls it. The gap text is the text with gaps for you to complete. This is a very low level for you. So it is on the topic of jobs. So people need to earn more money to pay for food to eat and a place to live. People look at to get money. So what are people looking at? What are we talking about in this text? Look at to get money. What do we do to get money? The noun? It is the name of the name of the text. What do we have in order to get money? I'm going to look for any word that comes to your mind? Girls, you have it in the title.
Close?
No, close is the type of exercise. Which is
so jobs.
Jobs, yes. So jobs are these activities you look to get money. Yes. So that is, people need to earn money to pay for food to eat and place to live. People work at jobs to get money. Most adults work at jobs. You get to work at a job is called a wage or a salary.
Payment?
No, what do you receive for your job? But it's called a salary. Also in Spanish, we call salario, yes, or a wage. What do you receive for your job?
Money?
Money, yes, exactly. The money you get, exactly. Okay, you can do this. Don't be afraid. You have done this. This is very easy for you. So we're going to do something easy for you to get accustomed to more difficult. If you work at the same kind of job for a long time, then you have a career. Most people have more than one during their lives. More than one. Yes, if you work as a teacher for 20 years, 25 years, as in my case, I have a career in teaching. But no, that's not the case of most people. More than one? When you are young?
Job?
Job, yes. You work at the factory or you work at a shop. Now, for example, in January, you will be working at a shop. Then next year, you can work at a summer school and you have different jobs. Yeah, but then you will have a career, yes, later when you graduate. People who graduate from high school make more money than people who do not graduate from high school. Yes, easy. As you see, it repeats a lot because it's for beginner learners. Yes, you can make even more if you go to college.
Money?
Money, yes, you make more money. Exactly. It is important to work at a job to make money. It is also to work at a job you like. You can have different ones there. You need an adjective. But you can have different ones. But since we are repeating some words, because this is for young learners, beginners, repeating vocabulary to learn, what do you think you will repeat here? If you are the teacher creating this. It is
Important.
Important, excellent. So this is done by teachers who are teaching beginner learners, yes, pre-intermediate learners. You're repeating vocabulary so that they learn different collocations and they can think, oh, I can do this, it's easy, okay. But we go to a next stage, which is a little bit more complex. Yes, and here you have verbs, prepositions, different kinds. So this is upper intermediate, okay? This is more your level. But what I wanted to pay attention is that whenever you are effective readers, you keep active. And remember, you're reading and rereading all the time. So also at the exam, because you need to apply everything you have learned about the strategies. And for example, if you find a new word and you're reading this one and you see dishonesty, but these are easy words anyway. Anyway, they're easy for us Spanish speakers, but you have enrollment and you might be confused at the moment, but you need to be active because you're decoding all the time. And moreover, you are activating your prior knowledge. Always think, where have I seen this meant? Meant is a suffix. Okay, and that means this is a noun. All right, this is a noun, so it has to do something we do at university when we come for the first time. So you might have some idea because you all the time activate prior knowledge. Or the suffixes, the prefixes. Oh, we saw with Miss Paula is an. Oh, that means not. Okay, no, not. It's negative. So all of this prior knowledge, you're all the time thinking whenever you're reading a text for whatever situation, even if it is a test or if it is any situation in reading and learning. And so, or you build up that knowledge, yes, to aid comprehension. And the setting, in this case, the purpose for reading is solving the problem, yes, solving the test. So whenever you're in test situation, you need to predict. So this is about university. This is about some rule at university. This is about jobs. This is about money. Okay, and that immediately you start thinking of those words and the vocabulary you know about that. But most importantly, whenever you are in the test, you're guessing meanings from the context. Remember that you don't have, you have a short reading passage like this one, but you don't have time to look up in the dictionary. So you're guessing all the time, paying attention and remembering everything you know from words. So you identify pronouns, he, she, what do they refer to? Also the main clause and subordinate clauses. Think, which is the main clause? What is the main clause saying? And in the PowerPoint I uploaded about writing sentences, you have examples of this. So you have subject, verb, object. And that is the basis. Then many other things are attached to that. But what is the main thing this sentence is telling me? And then dividing words, as we said, yes, dividing whether they have suffixes, prefixes to clarify the meaning. And therefore, in this way, by recognizing the prefixes and suffixes, you analyze the parts of the word and you are able to understand the meaning. And therefore, I have this task we used to do a lot with my students, because once you know the most of the particle suffixes that change a noun into an adjective, into a verb, an adverb. Once you learn these suffixes, then you can work much quicker. So we know that if we add ant, we are forming an adjective: important, tolerant, whatever. We have many more, but just to think of a few. Well, how can you see better? Red? Yeah. If, for example, impressive. This is an impressive house, a competitive person. That also means I have an adjective. If it ends in ed, that's advanced. This is an advanced student. They have learned a lot. E is also an adjective. For example, easy. This is easy to do. In some cases, you will see that. And just advantageous. This is an advantageous deal. Yes. In some cases, you have this ending. Therefore, once you have all of these endings, then you have adjectives, right? And li, in the case that we were seeing with the monkey, li means we have an adverb, and that's easy. We will not forget that li means an adverb. Yes, li, so we do very important, importantly, well, sometimes we don't use it, but competitive, it has it. So you are a competitive person, yes, this is the collocation, competitive person, because you are modifying person, yes. Competitive is the adjective, person is the noun. But an adverb will modify a verb. So a person acts, yes, a person, yes, a noun, a person, okay, and a subject acts, this is the verb, the action, in a competitive way, competitively, oh, it's complex to write, competitively, okay, it's only one thing, okay. In this word, okay, we need to check it competitively, okay. So once you have this word, you know you have changed the adjective competitive into an adverb competitively. And you know it is next to a, it is next to a verb indicating the way an action is done. So an action is done competitively, it's a special attitude. And the verb is to compete, which can be the noun. We know the nouns are finished in "shon," for example, premonition, conversation, which will be the noun here. We have this basis, Which will be the noun? Compete. To compete is the verb. The same as Spanish. The person acts competitively. The person is competitive. Therefore, we go to a grammar. We have the same. Competition. Yes. So "shon" is a common suffix for nouns. Competition, conversation, introduction, blah, blah, blah. And you can have many more. Yes. Okay. Instinctively, advanced is an adjective. And we have also that, and we have seen that enrollment. Remember, meant. Miss Paula said meant is a noun. So advance can be advancement means that how you say abstract noun that means something is making progress. Yes, the progress of something. So advanced is an advanced student, but an advanced student made advancement in learning grammar, for example, or whatever they were learning. And there is no adverb. Sometimes we don't have the adverb. Yes. Okay, instinctively is an adverb. I do something instinctively. I talk to what do I do instinctively? I travel instinctively. Sometimes I go to places I have never been before, but just following my instinct that I will find the east and the west is here, and I will not get lost. Yes, I do that instinct, follow my instinct, something that is not scientific, it's not based on theory. So what do you think is the noun? And it's the same in Spanish. What is the noun of instinctively? It's the same beginning. What is the noun? It's the same in Spanish. Instinct. Yes, the instinct. And the adjective? Instinctive. Yes, it's an instinctive person. Yes. And here we are missing some verbs. So the verb here is to. You need to. It's the same beginning. Advance. You need to advance with your studies, keep doing. Yes. Conversation. So conversation, we have a common noun, very common, very used. So a person is a conversant, but conversant is a little bit different meaning, but you have a verb for conversation. What is the verb here? To talk to someone, the same in Spanish. Remember, all these come from Latin, so they are the same in our language. Converse. Yes, to converse. Okay, then is. Is an abstract noun, meaning something that is at ease, means con calma, something like that. And we have the famous adjective y. Oh, you have it, the name of a shop. It's a famous adjective. What is To do something with ease, something. 1 + 1 is?
Easy.
Easy, yes. And the adverb is? We have not changed the color. Very easy, we add li, always, whenever we have an adverb. Easy. You just add one more. Easy. Easily. Easily. Fácilmente. So I solve this problem easily. There's no difficulty in this. Easily. Okay. To ease is also a verb. Yes. To ease. To make something easy. To converse, remember, to advance. Okay. To ease. Make things not complex. Okay. And advantageously, this is the adverb. Good. But there you know already that there is an adjective before and a noun. So which will be the noun? This is an, how do we say? This is an advan. We do this when we say there is an advan and this, and we put a prefix and we change the opposite. Advan. Come on, you start taking the suffixes. Sorry. So li is the adverb. Os is then the adjective. So what do we have left? Advantage. Advantageous. Advantageous. Advantageously. Okay? Do you follow? So once we learn this, it's easy for us to attack words. That's what the strategy was telling you. Attack words, word formation. And from one word, you can create many others. Okay. And these are only suffixes. So think when you start adding prefixes. Disadvantage. So that is not. That's not an advantage. And so on and so forth. Yes. So if you think with a root, you can form many different words, and that is the idea of doing such an exercise. You have more in the links I have provided, and this is the link, tricky link we did last week where it changes what. Okay, I have done it already, but probably it works again, in which we have these words. And there is another one, fund. A fund is the same as an amount of money to do something. Let me check again. The fund is something, but also from the verb to fund. Okay, here. From the verb to fund, we can have an abstract noun called funding. And whenever I have ing, at the end of a word, of a verb, it's a present, the present participle, but also means a nominalization. So I make it a noun. So studying English can open lots of doors for you. So can open lots of doors for you. Eating healthy food can be very good for your health. And in that case, you are making that nominalization from a verb, an abstract noun, that can help you in having a new word there. The new meaning. Okay, so now we need to change. We will do this exercise again. I did it already. I hope it works again. Okay. So again, we have, and there's another one we didn't do. Sorry. So we go back to the important, which will be the noun of important. Import, how do we say the import, it's the same beginning, important, importation, no, importment, no, importing, well, it's another thing. Import, importance, yes, the importance of English is, well, has been discussed by scholars along centuries. Okay. Oh, so sorry. So importance, yes. Okay, if we go back to the exercise, and that would be the last for you to just to remember that the more you practice, the more you read and do these exercises, it will be more beneficial for you. It's about second language learning. There has been much debate in recent times about when young people should take up a second language. This has been especially fueled in recent times by the increasing a noun, so importance placed on the English language. It is now commonplace to see parents providing a substantial amount of, which is the other noun we have with funding, an amount of the same root. It was in the chart. An amount of it's the same amount of money. What else? Do we add anything else? So think. On additional tuition, on language lessons to give their children every, so we have competition, but edge is a noun. So I need the adjective. Which is the adjective of competition? Remember the ending of noun, of adjectives. Competitive. In the past decade. Language institutes have sprung up in numerous centers, all claiming to provide a rapid advances the adjective. Well, how do I form a noun? Remember, shown, ans, ens, meant, advance, a rapid advance in English. Okay, we will check. There has been a push in many parents to expose their children to English in their formative years. This, many claim, will make the language more instinct, is the noun, but we need an adjective. The language more, remember the endings of adjectives. Instinctive, yes, instinctive. And okay, we are not writing correctly, it's not going to count. Instinctive, to ensure that all pronunciation errors can be avoided. There is some evidence which points to youngsters who have been raised in bilingual families where the language spoken at home is different to the one that they con, which is the verb. Conversation is the noun. Con, the same, similar to Spanish, conver. Very easy 2 letters. Converse. Which is the verb.
Converse.
Converse. Yes, converse with their external environment. While these children can switch between 2 languages with greater, which is the noun, easy is the adjective. With greater, very similar. It remains to be seen whether it is advanced, the adjective we need here. Come on, the last 2 ones. Advanced. Okay, how do we finish here? This basic. Which suffix do we add? Greater. There's something. And here, the ending of advantage. So remember Eve, and E. So all of, and there is another one. This is not so easy, probably the first time you saw it. Advantageous, courageous. You have another one there. And
What's the meaning of that word in Spanish?
Ventajoso.
Thank you.
Advantage. Yes. And is, remember, is the noun. Is, at ease, con calma. Easy, calmado, fácilmente, to ease. Calmar, facilitar. Okay. Con facilidad. That would be with ease. Okay, so ease. Okay, check answers. There was something here. Fund. Fund or funds would mean money. Yes, some money you put together to pay for something. So check answers. Okay, is that correct? 7 out of 8. Well, there was one mistake. Yes, advancement. Remember the ending here, advancement. But we did great. And then when you want to do it again, you reset and you do it again. Is that clear? Okay. So you have a lot of practice like this. You have more reading, more exercises and more levels. So you can try different levels and keep on practicing. Here is again the diagnostic test, which is another type of reading, but it's valuable as well. And I will let you know about the results of that. And then you have more practice here. Okay, is there anything we want to? Valentina, yes, Valentina. Yes. And then, so we will remember for next class on the 30th of November. Okay, so keep on doing exercises as much as you can to practice. Okay, then what else? What else do we need to? So the plan for the oral is completed. Therefore, you will be uploading your video. If you have any other question, you can ask me via email. Okay. The oral exposition video, and I will create a forum so that you upload it. Yes. Upload it to week 12 and upload it to a forum, on week 12, today, this week, on week 12. Okay. If you want, we can check this again. Okay, reread the OPT test presentation on closed text. You have another exercise to do. And so that will be another practice for you with closed text. And then you can access that link and you have many more exercises. So you have plenty of exercises there. Then I will upload another listening exercise to Educandus. Yes. Plus you have the videos, of course, in the PPT. Do the listening exercise, upload to, okay, week 12. Again, as I said, focusing on the topic. Okay, revise websites on word formation. Yes, you have many websites to check on word formation and do exercises. You need to finish that and start the integrated activity. Doesn't say integrated. No, the activity integrating skills to be included in the lesson plan. And that is the last task for the portfolio. Oh, I did wrong. Portfolio. Do we need anything else? To remember anything else? Be ready to discuss next class. If there is any question, if there is any doubt about how to write the objectives, I will add the slides about objectives, so you will have it here. Or if you have any doubt about the activity you have chosen. Okay, so today we saw a quick revision of vocabulary, and then I presented the integration of skills. So why is the integration of skills important? What did we say? What is an advantage? Just as we were. ¿Cuál es la ventaja? What is the advantage of integrating skills in activities? Anything you remember? Why is it important to integrate skills in activities? Because it replicates
real situations.
Real situations, real use of language. Excellent. So that is what you will be focusing when creating your activity. Plus, you can check videos and have more ideas. And also do the diagnostic test, the Oxford Test of English, based on the Oxford Test of English on week 11. Week 11. So you have a lot of exercises, plus focus on the activity. That's something you do in pairs, and the rest of the exercises you try to advance on your own in your time. Try to make time, because it is relevant that you practice. Okay, is there anything else?
Miss,
we need to, yeah,
the third thing you have there in the PPT are the exercises in the PPT?
I know this exercise will be uploaded to Educandus.
No, the previous one.
Yes, test, yes, presentation, yes, this is the PPT I have just finished. Well, we just worked with, and there is one exercise there with a close exercise that you will need to do, so that you ask me questions or we check next class for a short time. We will check another one on grammar, and then you will do a trial test. Uploaded to Educandus. This is again to practice listening. Remember, there's never enough. It's never enough. We will need all the time to be practicing, but of course we know we have reduced amount of time. but take advantage of the time these last weeks. And remember that after next week, you will have plenty of time to until we meet for the test, final test, and that will be we will call it a year. Therefore, it has been very quick. It has gone very quick, but again, it's a question of habit, of doing a little bit every day, and that will be very helpful for you in your learning process. Yes, it's an ability you learn for the years to come. Okay, girls, do we need to remember anything else? I think you have a lot. We have a lot to remember so far. So I hope you can work well, focus on the activity, and also something you do in pairs, and we will meet next Monday. If you have anything you need to ask me, you write to me an email. Is that clear? Okay, thank you, Magdalena. So see you. If you want to ask me a question, I will be here.